Well, hello, my sunshiny friends. How are we doing this wonderful Sunday afternoon? Yes, it is afternoon. It's 12:02, Sunday, August 11th. Happy Sunday. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, although you won't see this until Monday. We're moving on up, people. We're moving on up. So it is official. About an hour ago, I took my technically first Zepbound 7.5 milligram shot. Now, if you've been following me for a little bit, you will recall that about a month or so ago, I believe it was June 30th or 31st. How many days were in June? June 30th, I took one 5 milligram and one 2.5 because I stopped for a couple of weeks when I went away and did all the things. So this is my first official at once shot of 7.5 milligrams. When I took the last one, I didn't take another shot for 20 days. So yeah, we cracked open that box today, and this is my first official shot. So fingers crossed, hoping for no major side effects. So for anyone who is new and this is their first time joining us, hello. I am Cheryl. This is my channel. Welcome. So thrilled to have you here. For all of my fantabulous sunshiny friends who are returning, thank you so much for the love and support. I love you all. And for anyone who I happened to see yesterday who stopped me and mentioned that they watch the channel, that they've seen my videos, asked me, how I was, commented on my appearance. Thank you so much. Your love and support means so much to me. So just for a quick recap, you guys know I usually like to do this just in case anyone is stumbling upon me for the first time. And please forgive what's going on back here. I'm trying to figure out a better filming situation, but everything takes time and money, and I've got to figure this out. So I'm working on it. So please just forgive the back and just concentrate on this big yapper right here. So my name is Cheryl, and I have been on tirzepatide, which is name brand Zepbound, for 24 weeks now. We are just beginning week 25. So about 160-ish days or so. Sunday is my shot day, and it's been like that for a few weeks now. So I just took my shot, and now I will update all of you lovelies on how the week went. So just in case, like I said, anybody does not know, Zepbound is a weight loss medication. Comes in a box that looks like this. See, this is my fiver. We're done with them for right now. Comes in a box. Inside the box are these pens. There's a month supply, so there's 4 pens in here. You open up the pen, you turn a dial on the top. It's locked because I already used this one. So you use this, you put it on your skin, and then this button would be up, and you press it down into your skin, not on your hand. You do the back of your arm, your stomach, or your thigh. Those are the 3 places that you do. And there's instructions. It's easy peasy, does not hurt. And it releases tirzepatide, this medication, for a week to help you with hunger suppression. So basically it helps you to feel fuller longer so that you don't overeat. And it kind of tells you that you're full when you're full. Sometimes you're eating a large meal and you're already completely stuffed and like feeling like absolute garbage before, like after it's kind of too late, and then you're just like stuck with that feeling. With this medication, it kind of gives you that trigger as soon as you start to feel full. And I know typically if you're overweight and you've had food issues throughout your life, that can be hard to stop. Like there's still food on your plate. Your brain tells you like, I got to finish my meal. This medication helps to not do that. So it helps with actually and there's been medications and pills and drugs and all the things for 40 years, right? That help with hunger suppression. They just don't this truly does. And there's a lot of doctors that have really said that this is the first and only medication that truly does work on hunger suppression. So it's phenomenal in that regard. However, it helps with what's going on up here. So it helps with that kind of food noise and food chatter, brain chatter. There's lots of different terms for it, but it kind of helps to slow down your brain so that you're not thinking about food all the time. And you're not snacking and doing all those things. So that's just a quick little synopsis. So yeah, that is what we're doing. So this is my week 24 recap. So I know you guys are all here just for one reason, and that's to see, did she lose or did she gain? So I did my recap video last week on Friday because I was going away for a long weekend to upstate New York. Hold on, gotta get my water in. So I brought food with me. We had chicken, rice, and vegetables one night. We had burgers on the grill and chicken wings another night. So I had one wing. I had a half a burger. They were phenomenal prime rib burgers. Another night, one night we went out for dinner, and that was my kind of like splurge night. And I got, we had gone to a place on the lake, and I had gotten some lobster macaroni and cheese. I ate the lobster out of it. I probably had maybe a third of a cup of pasta. I was so full at that point. And I had gotten a drink, and I know, you know, the alcohol with me can be funny. And it was really, really good. Like, I don't know if it was just like I had had a very similar drink before, but it was really good, and it was kind of light and refreshing. So I was very, very full. So I ate most of which, unfortunately, was like $42 for the meal, but I ate the lobster out of it. So that was fine. And then we had made sandwiches back at her house one day. I had brought up some like rotisserie chicken from the deli, and I brought up rolls. I maybe ate like a half of one night. So we stayed on track is what I'm saying. Basically, I was pretty okay. You know, we did some extra things, but we did some walking. So I did come back feeling like I had gained. So I was up like 0.6 pounds. And I mean, you know, that's kind of because during the course of the week, kind of go like this anyway. But it was what it was. I wasn't upset about it. But this morning, which would be my official back on track, back to my normal, regularly scheduled programming, Sunday weigh-in day. So granted, I didn't weigh since last Friday. Well, I do. I weigh every day that I'm home. Last Friday. So from last Friday till today, we are down 2 pounds. So super, super excited with that. Almost to my next goal. So 2 pounds, that was awesome. Now here's the funny thing. When we came back Tuesday afternoon, so I didn't weigh because, you know, but I weighed on, oh, and then that night we ordered Chinese. We had gotten back around 4 o'clock. I wasn't going to cook dinner. I didn't have food in the house, and my son had asked for Chinese, and we haven't had Chinese in months. So I ordered Chinese. So Wednesday morning, I was actually up. So from Wednesday to today, I've actually lost 2.6. But again, that's that like ebb and flow of the week. So in total, for the 24 weeks, 160-ish days, we are down 38.2 pounds. And I know some of you are probably here going like, big friggin' deal, because I've been at that 34 to now for quite some time. But that's been 2 vacations. My summer is completely unstructured, so I'm fine with it. I'm really not upset over it. Definitely still losing inches, feeling 100% better in 1,000 different ways. So I'm not sad about the slow progress or about the minimal progress weight-wise or number-wise that we're seeing for the summer, just because my schedule is so funky. Like, I am just not in a routine in the summer because I'm not working. So I'm fine. I'm still losing. I'm still staying on track. I'm not upset with that at all. But if you do like the math, it's still averaging 1.5 pounds a week. And I'm thrilled with that. I have really convinced myself, and I hope that all of you kind of take that same approach to weight loss. Sure, we'd all be loving to lose 4 or 5 pounds a week, right? Boom, 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 get it off, feel great, look amazing. It's not sustainable. It's just not. So as long as I'm not continuously gaining weight in the course of 2 weeks, let's say, I'm okay. Because I know this isn't like, oh my God, this is happening in 6 months. I need to lose weight to fit into this dress. We already had that. My son got married. I got a dress that fit my body. It is what it is. Like those types of things aren't realistic. I want to be healthy, happy for the rest of my life. I don't want to lose 40 or 50 pounds in 5 months and then gain it back again. I want this to be like a forever thing. And that's why when I say like my journey, it's not my journey. This is my life. This is my weight loss life, really. This is my healthy life. I don't want this adventure to end. This is going to just, like, I learn new things every day. And a lot of the times it's from a lot of you guys. So, yeah, I am thrilled with that. Still going with the 1.5 on average a week. So we are all good. 38.2. So if this is what you're here for and you want to go, that's fine. I know that that's what a lot of people, are coming here for. So let's just talk about the week a little bit, okay? So I mentioned a few days ago that I had a headache. I don't think this particular headache was due to the medication. It's still possible that it was. I'm just not convinced. So I have TMJ. I know you guys are all probably like, Jesus, every single time we come on here and watch you, there's some other, but like these are the weird things that like I forget about. So anybody who's not familiar with TMJ, it's basically like the joints, and I've got fibromyalgia. I have joint issues in all of my body, so this shouldn't be a big surprise. But the joints in my jaw, I don't know if they don't match up or like what the deal is, but there's something in here. And generally what will happen is if I eat some like steak that's like too overcooked, or one thing that I used to love that I haven't had in months. That's not true. On vacation I had two little Starburst minis, and I could like eat those by the handfuls. Well, then 2 days later my jaw would hurt. Because when you're using it, which is funny because you think that my nonstop talking would affect it, but it doesn't. Lucky for you. So when I was on vacation, I was up at night and I munched on some goldfish. And I'm thinking that was, because I haven't had goldfish definitely in the 5 months. And they're chewy. They're not like super chewy, but I was crunching. And that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that the TMJ is related to the goldfish because my jaw, it's usually this side, my jaw was bothering me the other night. And usually when I get these headaches from it, I'll get the headache here, and then the headache kind of comes down and it goes like into my neck. And you almost feel sick. I'm like, oh my God, is it COVID? I COVID tested. Like, am I getting the flu? Like, what's going on? And then it's like day 3 or 4 when like I'll start to get aches in here and then realize like, stupid, it's probably not the medication. It's probably the TMJ. And then the other thing that I often forget about, and I was talking to a friend of mine last night and we were discussing, the elephant in the room for some women of a certain age and our sleep patterns and, hot flashes and all of these types of things. And I was like, dang, it could be related to menopause as well, or perimenopause. I haven't been tested. I had a hysterectomy 5 years ago. I still have an ovary. So, my symptoms could be very underlying. also, I'm hot right now and the air conditioner is running. So the sleep and the headaches can just be so many things. So I'm not jumping up to blame the Zepbound on that right now, because that's not something that has been happening over the last 24 weeks. So I'm not convinced that that's what it is right now. I think that it's probably a combination of menopause and TMJ probably being the number one. So, you know, the headache is starting to subside. I woke up with it again this morning, but I grind my teeth at night. So in the morning, obviously it's worse. So it is, you know, that's one thing. Now this, I'm curious, you guys got to help me here. I'm wondering if this has been the case for anybody else. I got some weird tongue thing happening. So my tongue kind of hurts. It feels like, you know, if you eat the soup that's like steaming hot and your mom told you let it cool off and you ate it anyway. Not like a roof of the mouth pizza burn. It's like you ate the really hot soup or sauce or something and you burned your tongue, you know, like that really weird, almost feels swollen, almost hurts kind of feeling. Sorry, my glasses are like very reflective. That's how my tongue's been feeling for like the past month or so, week or so. It's very, very strange. It's kind of annoying. But like it's not swollen or anything, like it's not an allergic reaction, anything like that. It's just like I could always kind of feel it, and it's like not it like the tip, it's like in. It's very strange. I know this is really TMI, guys, but this could be a side effect that I'm unaware of. So I'm curious if anybody else has had anything similar. Now, ironically, for several years, my tongue was very white all the time. And I'm assuming, or I've always assumed that that was from dehydration and lack of my friend H2O here. But it's definitely, it's gotten better. I'll have to go back and see if I can find any pictures that you can actually see my tongue. Because my tongue was pretty white. I know this is so gross. I'm really sorry. But this could be helpful to somebody. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm sitting here suffering in silence, but maybe like 30 of you are all having the same thing. So I'm really curious. Please comment down below if anybody else's tongue has been bothering them. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. So that's kind of like the weird side effect that I've been experiencing lately. The other day, maybe Wednesday, I did have like a really weird bout with my stomach, like all night long, which probably helped the weight loss this week. So I'm not 100% sure on that, if that was, again, medication related. It could have been a stomach bug for all I know, or I believe that was Wednesday, and Tuesday evening and Wednesday I had started taking the magnesium again. And I've never really experienced any stomach problems from the magnesium before, but it is known to cause it. The one that I'm taking is just a magnesium oxide. It's not like a lot of people were commenting like, do you have this in yours? Because there's so many different kinds of magnesium, like who knew? And some can cause more GI problems than others. So I don't know if it was that. I haven't taken it again, but then like there's magnesium in my drip drop as well, and that I've been fine with it. So I don't know. Again, could have been any number of little things. I'm not really sure. So there's that. So let's see. So we're gonna go with trying to read my notes so that I stay on. So I did mention that my sleep has been like, it's just been awful. And like I said, I was talking to my girlfriend last night and she was, you know, expressing the same issues that she's been having. And it just could be the time in our lives. Like, I'm not 100% sure. Excuse me. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not ready to blame the Zepbound for it specifically. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I could edit that out, but hey, you guys know this is me. So with the sleep, usually my second like night, like if I take the medication on Sunday, Monday night, I typically have a pretty, at least the past month, this wasn't a problem in the beginning, but the past month or so, that first full night, second technically, I guess, like because I took it Sunday night, like both times, the last two, I took it like 10:30 or midnight the last two times. So it was Monday night, my sleep was bad. I took it today, so we'll see if my sleep's bad tonight or tomorrow, or if not at all, because I'm taking a different dosage. So I can't sleep at all on that second night, but this has been like 5 nights in a row. I have been sleeping horribly. So again, I'm like hot at night, but not quite hot flashes, and then I'm cold later, and I'm tossing and turning. My head's been bothering me. So I don't know if it's just like a combination of things, if it's the medication. Again, I'm not quite ready to blame the medication just yet, just because I'm going to be 52 next Saturday. And, you know, that's probably the reason, if I had to take a guess. So I just want to thank my friend Patty for kind of pointing that out to me. Sometimes the obvious is right in front of you, and you kind of forget until somebody else starts mentioning it. And then you're like, why didn't I think of that? And it really hadn't crossed my mind too much. But now I am, you know, on board with it. So I did show you guys in another video, I think it was like my Walmart haul a couple of weeks ago, this particular coffee. So this is by the company called Slate. This is a vanilla latte, and it's a high protein coffee. And I don't know how I went 24 weeks without knowing this was a thing. And I just happened to be in the aisle where my Drip Drop is in Walmart. Like it's here, it's all like the electrolytes, and then there's coffee, and then these coffee things, and kind of like where the Monster and all of that stuff is, the Red Bull and everything. So it's 20 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar, 100 calories, 1 net carb. This is the equal to 2 cups of coffee. So there's a lot of caffeine in it. But I think I will stop subbing out my morning coffee for one of these instead, because guys, this is so good. I do prefer it in a cup with ice, because that's how I prefer everything. But this is so, so good. It tastes like, if anybody's ever had the like vanilla latte from Starbucks that comes like in the jar, I would be like one that would be at Walmart or Target or grocery store, and I would grab one of those. But there's so many calories and so much sugar in those that this tastes just the same. I absolutely love it, and 20 grams of protein. I did also show you guys one that was in a bottle that I had bought one of. So I had bought one of these and one of the other, and that one was called Super Coffee. I wasn't a fan. That one was the same price, so they're like $2.98 at Walmart. I think you can get them, it comes to like $2.87 if you order them on Amazon or something by the case. So they are a little pricey, but no pricier than Fairlife, right? But the other one was only 10 grams of protein, and to me it tasted like a fake proteiny espresso. This one, I don't taste the protein, like powder or whatever they use. I don't taste it in there. I taste that like latte-y. It's just really good. The other one had like a very artificial, like I kind of had to force myself to drink it. So I won't be purchasing that again, but I have purchased several more of these, and I'm keeping these in my refrigerator, and I will be keeping these at work with me as well. So, yeah, just so you guys know, I met with the dietitian. I met with 2 dietitians. I got a twofer, two for the price of one. That video will be out tomorrow or the next day, just depends on the order of all of the videos. So you guys will be seeing this on Monday, and Tuesday or Wednesday, look for, I already recorded the video. I did it as soon as I got back from the dietitian. I did it so that I would like give you guys all of the information. But they had some really interesting things to say. So I am going to be following their advice for the next 2 weeks. And so we're like 3 days in, and see the results of that. So they're basically stop counting calories and just count protein. So stay tuned for that. Go check that video out. It was a lot of interesting information, and maybe it would be useful to some of you guys. So I think I'm going to get ready to start my Sunday meal prep, week prep, get my husband's celery and all of his things ready, and get all of the food ready for the week. So I've got to cut my pineapple, wash my grapes. This week's kind of like meal plan is going to be not in any particular order. We're going to my parents tonight. My mom is making some crab legs, chicken, and clams. There's always like a smorgasbord of stuff. My husband and my son don't eat seafood. We're there on Sundays. My brother is here from Connecticut. He probably requested crab or clams. And, you know, moms and grandmas, they like to please everybody. So tonight we're going to my mom's. One night we'll be having some sliders. Another night we'll be doing some grilled chicken and probably like in a salad. So I bought salad stuff. I've got some asparagus, some fresh asparagus. My husband loves asparagus. I might stop at like a corner place this week and grab some corn on the cob because it's August and we're going to be out of corn season very soon. And right now is like when it's really, really good in the area, and we have cornfields like really surrounding us. There's vegetable stands or corn stands like pop up all over the place. So I think I might, if I remember, grab some corn on the cob this week. Maybe do that with the sliders because, like I said, my husband absolutely loves corn on the cob. So sliders, grilled chicken. One night, so I'm probably going to be in Connecticut once or twice this week watching the baby. He was 4 months old yesterday. Watching the baby. So I've got some sauce with chicken in it already in the freezer from a couple of weeks ago. So I will take that out. So we'll have pasta and sauce. Maybe we'll have that with a salad one night. And then I am going to try something new. I don't know about this. And if I have time, maybe I will record it, and then we'll get my husband's take on it. So, because I haven't been sleeping very well, I've been watching a lot of TikToks and stuff. And I came across a TikTok the other day. It was Sally and Corey. And it's this woman who used to be a stunt woman. She actually did stunts for Nicolette Sheridan when they were doing Desperate Housewives. So, and then her husband is a stunt person as well. So she makes like all types of foods that she gets from videos and then has her husband's reaction to them. They were super cute. And she had made this chicken cordon bleu loaf that was extremely interesting to me. So I am going to try it this week. So basically it was ground chicken, mixed together, you know, with breadcrumbs and stuff like that. Kind of like, you know, like a meatloaf you would do. And then she separated it into two parts and then layered that in a loaf pan and then put some ham and some cheese and then the next part of the chicken, some ham and some cheese, and bake that in the oven. And it's a chicken cordon bleu loaf. My husband loves chicken cordon bleu, loves it. Like if he's helped my parents do something at their house, or you know, my husband's kind of the handyman one. So, and they live 3 miles away. So if they need something, my parents will be like, oh, can Rob come and help them? So then the next weekend, my dad will be like, what does he want for dinner? Like he gets to choose. And 9 times out of 10, it's chicken cordon bleu. He loves it. And my husband loves meatloaf, loves ground beef. So I'm thinking this would be like a good compromise. So some ground chicken, it's going to be a lot healthier. And then the cordon bleu. So we will see. I'm going to attempt that this week. I don't know how it's going to turn out. Her husband, Corey, seemed to enjoy it. So we shall see. And I did get some mashed potatoes. It's summer, guys. I'm just not into like cooking potatoes and mashing them up and everything. And the Bob Evans have been working for me. And my husband likes them because he's the big mashed potato guy. As long as there's gravy, he just doesn't care. So I'm going to attempt to film that. Watch for that video this week as well. So yeah, I think that's just about going to do it. Every time I say this is going to be super quick, it's like a half an hour. Sorry, but you know, your girl just can't stop. So yeah, I just wanted to again say thank you to anybody who stopped me yesterday, came up, or has commented. I really, really appreciate it. I do have to say the last 2 weeks, 2 weeks ago, my dad said something to me. We were at his house and he was like, "You do something different with your hair." I was like, "Yeah, like 2 months ago, Dad." And he's like, "I don't know, you look different. You look brighter or something." And I just laughed. You know, he's a guy and he's a little older. But then yesterday, my middle came in and I was at the counter and he looked at me and he said, "You lost a lot of weight. You look good." And I was like, holy crap. From him, that's like huge, 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 huge. So it was just really, really funny when certain people start noticing things. It's interesting, but it makes you feel good, right? So yeah, I think that's just about going to do it. Thank you all if you made it this far in this long video. I appreciate it. If you are here and my favorite, you know how much I love you. If you are here, sending you all the love in the world. I just got a text from my niece. So love you. Everybody else, thank you so much for being here. If you are new, please go hit that subscribe button. It really does help me out. If you think that this could help anybody else, or maybe somebody else having some weird tongue situations, go ahead and share it with them. Give this video a like. It does, you know, help me out with all of the algorithm stuff, trying to get out to different people and people who maybe have not seen us before. So for everybody else, thank you so much for being here. We'll see you real soon. Bye.